Has Tynee just created, in theory, the perfect electric skateboard? I think they might have. Let me explain.
Scotty. Who's Scotty?
So over the years of reviewing electric skateboards, there is a real common theme on videos. The boards are either too heavy, too flexy, not flexy enough, no street wheel option, no AT option, battery's terrible, crap cells, motors are too small, ISC isn't powerful enough, no padded grip tape, don't like the remote, looks ugly. The list goes on and on. And after looking and riding the Tynee ULTRA X, well, I'm struggling to find negatives. Before we jump into the video though, welcome to the channel. If you're new here, my name is Scott Davies and I love to review electric skateboards. If at any time during the video you find it useful or entertaining, feel free to hit that like button. And if you haven't already, make sure you hit that subscribe button as well. And if after watching the video you think this is an electric skateboard you would like to own, there'll be a link in the description along with a discount code. Now that discount code is an affiliate code, so if you choose to use it, it gives you a really good discount. I think it's the best one available, and it also helps support the channel. So if you choose to use it, thank you very much. But let's kick off and talk about the deck. It is a really nice combination of bamboo and fiberglass. So it's going to be flexy and strong. I'll show you the flex really quickly. So it's really energetic, it's not sloppy, and it's super strong. You can see that's going to absorb a lot of vibrations. It is just over 38 inches long, so a really nice length of an electric skateboard. It's about 13 inches at the widest point where your feet go at the front and rear. You can see it flares out there. And it's only 22 pounds. This is a big kicker. You know, one of the complaints is always too heavy. Well, this is only like a little bit over 10 kilos. So 10 kilos for a board of this stature with this performance, I think it's hard to beat. Now if we move along to the trucks, they are 9.5 inches wide, so lug to lug. They are based off or clones of the Paris V3, and they're a 43-degree base plate. Again, with that extra width, most boards of the style are an 8-inch truck. Going for that extra width allows to have the AT tires on, which is one of the options for this board. Again, another complaint is I wish this board could take AT tires. Well, this one can, as you can see. We have the AT option on right now. You can also choose cloud wheel hydros, but I think this will be the most popular combination. These Hota tires, 150, are just, yeah, really smooth, really nice. And again, just like the deck, absorb a lot of vibrations and make the board a lot more usable, you know, on-road, off-road, and just having fun. Let's cover off on the battery. Again, another area. Battery is too small. Cells are rubbish, a common complaint. The Tynee ULTRA X is running a 13S 2P battery made up of multi-cell P42A cells, the 21700s, 393 watt hours. So that's a good sized battery with an awesome discharge rate. The ESC that's powering the board is the Explorer 2.0 ESC. So it's that customized one that they do, which has all those really cool options. My favorite one of all, the manual reverse switch. There's no double clicks or triple clicks to do reverse. It's just flick the switch down to reverse, flick it forward to go forward. Makes sense, right? The ESC has loads of customizable options as well. So you can do 8 clicks, I think it is, on the remote. Change all your acceleration curves, braking curves. But the most important one is you can change your ride mode. The board has 3 ride modes. It has legit mode, which is like a beginner friendly, or if you want to give it to a friend or lend it to a kid. It caps the board at, I think it's 20 or 25. I think you can actually change the setting. So if you're in a city with a speed limit, you can go to legit mode and you know you're not speeding. And the other one is eco mode or range mode. And what it does is that you can still do top speeds. It's still a fast board, but it turns the torque down in that initial acceleration curve. And they predict, or they calculate, it gives you an additional 20% range by just taking a little bit of that power away at the low end of that curve. Just an awesome, simple design, which can make a big difference, especially if you're on a group ride and you're not sure if you're gonna make it. Put into eco mode, you can still keep up with everyone, but you get that little bit of extra range. Really quickly, let me show you the acceleration test. Doing it slightly different perspective over there. Hope I'm in shot, I think I am. We are in turbo mode, we're in normal mode, so not legit, not eco mode. Let's see how we go. The battery's pretty full. Like 3, 2, 1. Oh, nice little kick at the start. Nice, clean climb and acceleration. Whew, man, so in that short distance, we got up to 41 kilometers. That's only about probably 50 meters. Really nice, responsive, energetic electric skateboard. And probably the last and one of the most important things, what's actually making the board propel forward? Well, it's a really nice set of 3000 watt belt drive motors. The 6368, so a good size motor. They don't overheat. You can run these for the full length of the battery. They get warm, they don't get hot. I've been riding this for 2.5 weeks. I have yet to have an overheat warning. Granted, it is winter here, we're only getting up to about 25 degrees, but the 6368s are just a proven motor, and these are a good brand of motor, BLDC, I believe. If you Google that, you'll be able to find out all about them. So the next common complaint I see on a lot of videos is around the aesthetics of the board. And again, they've kept it simple. You want to change this? It's very easy to do so. Simple black grip tape, little bit of a graphic here, nothing major, the Tynee logo up the top. 3mm padded grip tape on just a really nice, simple wooden or bamboo and fiberglass electric skateboard. When you flip it over, again, really simple. 2 enclosures, ESC at the rear, battery at the front, good size, that's that 393 Moly cell battery pack. There are those BLDC 3000 watt dual belt drive motors. It's just clean. A little bit of a graphic on the bottom, but again, nothing obtuse, nothing that's gonna, make you hate this board. It's just a good electric skateboard. It has minimal, but just the right concave in the right places. So heel toe, you can probably, hopefully see it there. Front and rear arches up really nicely here. Little wings for you to put your toe, put your heel. Doesn't matter if you're goofy or not. Nice leverage. You're gonna be able to get a good carve on this board. Also, while we're here, the bushing setup. It is, hopefully you can see that. I'll flip it over. It's barrel and barrel. So barrel and barrel on street and board side. Orange, I don't know the hardness. It doesn't say on the website anywhere. My guess is around 95A. How they feel, how they ride, 95, maybe 96. So when you take into account the 9.5-inch trucks, the 43-degree base plate, the AT tires, the power, the nice length deck, the 3mm padded grip tape, the barrel and barrel bushings, what else am I forgetting? Not sure. How does it actually ride? Well, like I said at the beginning, I think Tynee has accidentally, or maybe on purpose, created the perfect electric skateboard. It's not the most powerful, doesn't have the biggest range, doesn't have the biggest battery, but it feels like a skateboard should. Dogs hate it, so it gets that tick of approval. But when you ride this thing, you just feel like you're riding a skateboard. When you hopped on a booster board, you're like, oh, I like this, but it's overheats, or it gets a red light of death, or I wish I could put AT wheels on it. Well, this just ticks all those boxes, all those little complaints we've talked about. This has it. Good brakes, good power, AT wheel option, looks good, nice flex. The list goes on. And honestly, it carves beautifully. Like the Hota tires, I'm glad they didn't go the old Sunmates. These Hotas are really sticky, really fun to carve on. And they just do what they should. Now, top speed really quickly, let's have a look. Ooh, that's 50. Sorry, 48. 49. We're on a really slight uphill, but that's 50 kilometers an hour right there. Shouldn't go that fast without knee pads, I know, that was silly. Sorry. So 50k an hour on a slight uphill, but we are down a couple of bars, so I can let it go. But again, 50k an hour on an electric skateboard that weighs 10 kilos, or 10.2 I think it is. It's just awesome. Before we wrap though, I do have one negative or opportunity for the board, and I've already shared this with Aiden, the owner of Tynee, and I know he's already put measures in place to stop this from happening in future when you buy your Ultra X. When I received this in the post, and this is minor, but it's annoying, these belts were so tight that you'd go like this and the board would just, you'd push it hard and the board wouldn't roll at all. It was that tight. There was no free roll. And if you're a beginner or a newbie, you're not going to know to check that. And you're just going to snap belts, you're going to get poor range, you're going to overheat your motors, all that sort of stuff. I need to call it out, so if you do get one and the belts are still super tight, please let me know, because I need to let Aiden know that it needs to be corrected. So tight belts, massive no-no. 2-3 millimeter of play when you push down, perfect amount of flex. All right, so let's close out the video. I've just come across this brand new path, so well, it has to be ridden, obviously. So we'll end with some ride footage. As always, don't forget, if you want to get the board, use Scott D, that's your discount code, helps support the channel. The link's in the description to the board. Any comments or questions on the Ultra X, or even its little brother, just the standard Ultra, let me know. The Ultra has a really good sized battery. I saw you can get it with like a 10.1 amp hour battery, but I think it's only the 2700 cells, not the 21700 cells, but still multi cell. I know that's lots of numbers. Yeah, that's it. So, hope you've enjoyed this video. Skate safe, wear a helmet, and we'll see you next time. Concrete's so new, the tires are getting white dust. Ooh. Ooh, look at this path. Morning. Hey, puppy. Woo-hoo. Oh, last point. If anyone's in Brisbane and they ever want to come out and ride while I film, hold a camera, catch up for a coffee, reach out to me. Comment on the video, reach out to me on Instagram. A second pair of hands to hold a camera, always appreciated, always welcomed. Second opinion, you want to come and be in a video, ride it, talk on camera, reach out to me, we'll talk, and yeah, you might make an appearance on the channel.